Hey everybody, welcome to my snazzy life. So I've got some subscribers. So I subscribed and the 3 people I told subscribed, and it looks like I'm up to 5, maybe 6. So someone else subscribed that I didn't tell about. So that's exciting. Thanks for subscribing. So today I'm actually going to meet someone to do a pin trade. I couldn't get a reservation, and I'd actually met this person in the park trading. They're fairly new to trading, so I was helping them out, and she actually was looking for a pin I told her I had an extra one of, and so it's actually this Donald one right here. I bought 2 and I got it, and so she wanted that, and then she also needed this Hatbox Chaser. And so she had a few pins that she wasn't sure if we'd be interested in, but she had some interesting ones that Katie collect. I'll show those to you after I do the trade. But yeah, so I usually can try and find something if possible to trade with people. So, but yeah, I was just going to talk about trading outside the parks. There's actually few different ways people do it. There's a couple different things, like there's a Facebook group that a lot of people are in, a Figment Guy pin trading group, and that's a good one. Almost all the time the pins are real, authentic. You don't usually have to worry about that. Sure, there's some that can slip through the cracks, but the moderators of that group are really good at watching everything. And a lot of people trade by mail. I never trade by mail, usually with people that I've never met before. I have met people and met them at the parks or met them somewhere else to trade, but I don't know, I feel weird sending something to the mail, through the mail, worth $100 or so, that I don't even know if they're really going to send anything back or not. Everyone I've talked to has had good experiences doing it, and I know most of the pin community is pretty nice, but there are scammers, and they do try and block them out from those groups. But it can happen anytime there's money to be made, or someone thinks there's money to be made. Then you have people that would act shady and do what they're not supposed to. But yeah, so I usually don't do that unless I've met people. Like I have one friend in Florida that I actually met through that group, and I'll get pins for her, she'll get pins for us, and it works out really good for both parties. There are also pin shows, which I really like pin shows, because with pin shows, they have a big variety, and you can trade or buy them. Because when you're in the parks trading, if someone has a pin you want and you don't have anything, you're not allowed to sell that. So if it's against the rules. So as much as we go to Disney and love Disney, we would never want to jeopardize getting like our passes taken away or anything like that. So it's definitely not worth trying to sell something for a few bucks to do that and take the chance of losing your pass. So that's something that most people will never do, is do that. But at those pin shows, you can buy or trade. So that's always nice. You can look at their traders. If there's something you can trade, that's good. If not, they usually have a cash value. And then you just have to look around, because I can go to the same pin show and look for one certain pin, and I could probably find like 10 different prices, ranging from like $50 difference between all of them. So if it's a more expensive pin. So you just got to be vigilant with those and see how those go. But and the other way that is different ones is there's actual like pin stores. So I know in Florida there's the GoPin Pro, and in Anaheim there is My D Pins, and there's lots of other little consignment shops or shops like that. You do definitely want to be careful with different consignment shops, because people can sell technically whatever they want in their cases. Most of the time you're going to find real pins in there, but that's one just be a little cautious of. Ones like GoPin Pro in Florida, they pride themselves on having real authentic pins, so don't think you have a whole lot to worry about there. They're probably closest to pin experts as you can get in fakes and not fakes. But yeah, just always be careful. If you're doing meetups like this, I would prefer that I've met people when I do these. So this is someone that I've met and traded with and talked to, so that's why I'm comfortable meeting someone outside the park. But most of the time, if I do a trade like this, we'll just meet in the park, and either in downtown Disney or something like that. But since I couldn't do that, she's just being nice and meeting me right outside the park, so I don't have to go in and deal with parking and everything. But yeah, that is pretty much it about the different ways of trading. If you think of some other ones, let me know down in the comments. Katie still doesn't know I'm doing this daily vlog, so I'm gonna see how long I can keep it going without telling her. It's tough too, because I'm bad. Like, if I get a Christmas present for her, like in November, like, it's impossible for me to not tell her or show her or give her hints about something before Christmas. So I'm horrible at hiding that stuff, so we'll see if I can do it. There's been like 4 times already that I've been wanting to be like, guess what I got, look. So we'll have to see. But all right, well, I'm gonna cut this for now, and then when I come back, I will show you what we actually traded for, and then that'll be it. So all right, I'll see you in a second. And Doug, you won, which I knew you would, but I ended up shaving the beard. I couldn't keep it growing. Too much for me. All right, well, I made the trade, and so I gave away those pins I showed you, and we got these pins. So it's a Sully ornament, a Stitch ornament. There's a Stitch Loungefly Game On, and then a Coda D. So yeah, everything went good. It was super nice. She's fairly new to trading, and so it's fun talking and teaching kind of some of the experiences I've gone through. And yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, found it informative, and I'll see you next time on My Snazzy Life. Bye guys. Deuces.